Well, tonight, hundreds came out for information about sex offenders in their area. This on the same day, Chelsea King's parents unveiled new details of a possible Chelsea's Law. But are new laws really the answer? Our Alex Michelson joins us live from Escondido with our balanced coverage. Alex?
Jim, here at the Escondido Arts Center, the meeting just finished up in the last hour and a half or so. The focus was on the recent attacks, but the question tonight, what's the most effective way to act going forward?
About 18 of our registered sex offenders are transients.
Hundreds pack Escondido's Arts Center for information on local sex offenders registered under Megan's Law. This meeting is a response to the deaths of 14-year-old Amber Dubois and 17-year-old Chelsea King. Earlier, Chelsea's parents pushed for a new law, Chelsea's Law.
This is why we're here today. Not just to change how we protect our children from predators, but to revolutionize how we as a society keep them safe.
They say the law would strengthen penalties for first-time sex offenders, including possible life imprisonment.
I don't believe you can rehabilitate a sexually violent predator who goes after a child.
It would also include parole reform and increase GPS tracking of sex offenders.
We can track violent sex predators. It just has to be a priority.
Chelsea's Law will affect a very small number of people.
Former DA Paul Fink says 80% of child molesters never reoffend.
There is absolutely, at this point, no data to suggest that wide use of GPS all the way across sexual violators is productive or useful.
He says Chelsea's Law focuses mostly on stranger attacks, but 93% of attackers are relatives.
If we're going to talk about sex offenders, we should have high risk, medium risk, and low risk, and let the cops focus on the high risk.
Still, this crowd wants action. Alex Michelson, San Diego 6 News.
And now we'd like to hear from you. What do you think about the Chelsea's Law proposal? Send us a brief email with your thoughts. Go to sandiego6.com and click on the Balanced Views icon on the upper left-hand side of our webpage. We will read some of your comments near the end of tonight's newscast.
And in honor of Chelsea King, the crew of the USS Makin Island left their deck of the ship and came to the shore of Lake Hodges. About 45 sailors bowed their heads in a moment of silence this morning right near the shallow grave where Chelsea King's body was discovered. They also took part in a community cleanup. They canvassed the park, cutting back and clearing brush and trees to improve safety.
I can't imagine what they're going through, but at the least to be able to come here and show them that we care about them is something that we can do for them in their time of suffering.
Today's cleanup was to honor and pay respects to the Poway High School senior who was killed almost a month ago.